The Conjuring, Last Rites follows Ed and Lorraine Warren as they confront what is described as their final and most emotionally challenging case. The story blends paranormal horror with a strong family-driven emotional arc. Scene breakdown, suggested video structuring. 1. Prologue. Set partly in the 1960s, then transitioning to 1986. Strange disturbances haunt a family living in a quiet Pennsylvania neighborhood. 2. The rising threat. Paranormal forces escalate, shadows, scratches, apparitions. The family reaches a breaking point and seeks help. 3. Enter the Warrens. Ed and Lorraine arrive, investigating the haunting with their signature mix of faith, intuition, and experience. Their daughter Judy Warren becomes part of the emotional core of the story. 4. Deeper uncovering. Seances, visions, and physical manifestations confront the Warrens. Lorraine's psychic abilities push her to her limits. 5. The final confrontation. A ritual-like Last Rites showdown between Ed, Lorraine, and the demonic presence. Heavy emotional beats highlight their decades-long fight against darkness. 6. Epilogue. A quieter, reflective ending that signals this story might be the final chapter for the Warrens in the franchise. 2. Characters and cast profiles. White heavy checkmark Lorraine Warren, Vera Farmiga. Medium with powerful clairvoyant abilities. Farmiga brings emotional depth and vulnerability to the role. White heavy checkmark Ed Warren, Patrick Wilson. Demonologist with a strong moral compass. Wilson delivers one of his most intense and emotional performances in the franchise. White heavy checkmark Judy Warren, Mia Tomlinson. The Warrens' daughter, grown older, more involved in their cases. Adds a generational narrative to the movie. White heavy checkmark Tony Spera, Ben Hardy. A protector/helper figure connected to the Warrens. Supports the investigation and adds realism to the supernatural elements. 3. Production, writing, directing. Director, Michael Chavez. Also director of The Curse of La Llorona and The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Writers, Ian Goldberg, Richard Naying, David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick. Producers, James Wan, Atomic Monster. Peter Safran, The Safran Company. New Line Cinema. Music, Benjamin Wallfish. Known for atmospheric, dread-filled horror scores. 4. Budget and box office, highly useful for video graphics. White heavy checkmark budget, $55 million. White heavy checkmark worldwide gross, $491 million. Domestic, US, Canada $177 million. International, $313 million. White heavy checkmark opening weekend, domestic $84 million. A franchise record and one of the biggest openings for any horror movie. These numbers make Last Rites one of the most successful Conjuring films ever. 5. Critical and audience response. Critics, mixed reviews, roughly 55 to 60%. Praised, emotional depth, acting, atmosphere. Criticized, some predictability, less originality than earlier films. Audience, generally positive. Strong appreciation for the final chapter, feeling and emotional scenes. Many viewers considered it a mature ending to the Warren saga. 6. True story connection. The film draws loose inspiration from the Smurl haunt,